I get several letters a week asking for help. And they're usually asking for help finding a missing person. Lots of missing people out there. I get calls from all over the country and all over the world. I don't take compensation for criminal cases or missing person cases. I couldn't work out a system where I felt comfortable profiting from someone else's tragedy. Tonight we are having hamburgers and french fries. I used to have a pager, and I would get paged at all hours and all the time, and we couldn't go out to eat. So I finally got rid of the pager, so, okay, forget it. We've been doing this for 3 years. In some ways, it's easier, I think, than it was when I was married. All right, does anybody need anything? We've created our own traditions. Okay, so who's going to go first? You did? You have a track meet tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. Nicholas, of all the kids, has had the most profound, insightful dreams. Ever since he was 3 or 4, he's shown different psychic abilities. If he continues to nurture this and work on it, it's going to be amazing. He's going to be amazing.
I think it was pretty strange to read your mind.
What did you think when I told you that you kept reading my mind, that I was thinking stuff?
I thought it was cool. You know, it was weird one time. A bus came by with black windows and there was an Esplanade sign. When it drives by with the windows like that, I can still see the sign. Bright. I'm like, can I see through things or what?
Kind of. That's what it's kind of telling you, yeah. I don't know if it's a gift or a curse. I thought, well, he's got it. All I can do is be there for him and help him through it. You know what you seem to be pretty good at? You seem to be pretty good at knowing how people are feeling.
Oh, yeah. I'm good at that.
Yeah. You know what that's called? That's called empathic.
This award, it's the most important award you can ever get. It's the student of the month. The best student of the month.
If you were trying to explain to your friend what it was like to feel this way, to have empathy for somebody, how would you describe it?
Well, just kind of, I feel deeply about people's thoughts and how they feel. Maybe they're Pokemon.
He doesn't really talk much about the psychic aspects, so I don't think he's that aware, really, as much as his brother. Do you know what a psychic is?
A person that knows a lot of stuff. Like, saves kids.
Saves kids? What do I do? What kind of job do I do?
We try to help kids before the kidnappers kill them.
Over the course of maybe 6 months to a year, I developed this program called Smart Hearts, because I had learned so much about how kids were kidnapped and how kidnappers worked, and there were a lot of similarities. I felt it was important that they learned, if somebody made them feel scared, that they learned to honor those feelings instead of shutting them down. It could actually be a life-saving skill. And I'll be starting my next school Monday. They had 2 incidents just this week of men pulling up and saying things to little girls who are walking to school. I keep the psychic part under wraps because you have to be very careful not to upset the religious right. There's still this part of society who will hang you. There's still laws throughout the state that it's illegal to give readings and you can still get thrown in jail.
I kind of need to keep it a secret. I think it's kind of annoying that people ask me to read their mind, and I think it'd be nice to keep it a secret. Plus, they might get jealous.
So that's up to you, huh? Who you decide to tell and who you don't tell. Is that kind of hard to decide sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everybody's got this latent ability. Most of us spend a great deal of our lives making sure it stays closed off, like my parents. We receive stuff, but we do everything we can to ignore it or deny it or dismiss it. For me, I never know what's around the corner because it's never what I think. My life takes drastic turns all the time. I've probably worked on 50 plus cases. Readings kind of come and go. I'll get swamped with requests and then I'll go through a lull. Stephanie beats me at this game all the time. Okay, I'm going to say red, black, black.
Me and Mom!
I could just feel a whole shift in society, and that's part of my goal in working with kids is to kind of take that whole generation and say, don't shut it down. It's okay. This is good for you. It's there to help you. Because it changes your whole world view. You go through an amazing shift where you see the world completely differently than you did before. Start having a little more respect for the little miracles that happen around all the time.